Well, on the cutting room floor today, the tale of a masked criminal by the name of Dion de Groot.
What's Dion done?
Dion was caught with $450 worth of Cadbury cream eggs in his jacket. That's a lot of eggs. He was sentenced, this is harsh, to 12 weeks in prison.
Really?
Yeah, imagine that, doing time for that. You're in prison for 12 weeks.
What for stealing cream eggs?
What are you in here for, mate? Oh, I was stealing some Cadbury cream eggs. I got a cream egg for you. Just reach into this pocket.
I'm just going to come out and say this.
Yeah.
Cadbury cream eggs, don't waste my time. Why are people so obsessed with these things? What is it, like a giant caramello bear, but it's round?
It looks like a chocolate egg.
Yeah.
And then you crack it open and it's got white and yellow in it.
Oh, white
like an egg, which I don't like. I find a little unsettling.
Is it white around the middle? Or like I thought sort of
like an egg.
I thought it was like caramello.
No, white on the outside, yellow in the middle, like an egg.
Right.
But I'm a bit squeamish when it comes to eggs. You know, when they're raw, I don't mind eating when they're cooked.
It's not actual egg.
In the Cadbury cream egg, yes, I'm aware of that. I'm not an idiot. But I will say this, it just tastes like caramel.
Yeah.
But I don't like, because they say you eat with your eyes. You know?
So your eyes are so big.
Well, I just sometimes, when you look
fat.
When you look at something and you eat with your eyes, if it's appealing to you, you're going to eat it. Look at Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, my God. Okay.
She's single.
You're going
now.
to prison as well. The thing with the Cadbury cream egg, I've only had one, I think, and I didn't like it because it's too sweet. Caramello bear, it's predominantly chocolate with a bit of caramel. This is too caramelly for me.
Well, I'll say this to you. The same amount of caramel in a caramello koala
know?
As there is in a Cadbury cream
How
egg.
would you know? Have you done the maths?
Pound for pound, that's what it is.
How would you know?
If you used, one of those charity big caramello koalas, the big ones, you're getting the same amount of caramel
in a small egg
in the koala as you are getting in the egg.
You're just making stuff
I'm not making stuff up. It's true.
I'm going to say something else. I'm just going to come out and say it.
Oh, here we go. I love this.
Hot cross buns.
You don't like them?
Take them or leave them.
What about the ones without the fruit in them?
I prefer the ones with the fruit and slatherings of butter.
Yep.
But I can take them or leave them. I don't have to have them. I don't look at them and have to eat them. I'm not interested in buying them.
Yeah, I like when I go around to my mum's house. She goes, would you like a hot cross bun? I go, yeah, she puts it in the toaster and makes it with butter.
In the toaster?
Yeah.
How fat's her toaster slots?
Oh, she's got one of those big crumpet toasters, and you can put a Cadbury cream egg in there and a caramel koala. It's true. It's true.
I think what I've deduced about myself is I don't have much of a sweet tooth. Having said that, if I was going to go to prison for smuggling some kind of chocolate, it's probably going to be a box of favourites.
Yeah, I love the favourites.
Except, obviously, for the Turkish Delight. Don't waste my time.
Yeah, Turkish Delight.
But everything else in there I like.
Pavlova I've got no time for.
Imagine if you went to prison smuggling a pavlova.
I think it's an act in prison, a pavlova.
Why don't you like pavlova, not the act, the food?
Because it's got the meringue, which I'm not a fan of, and it's got that eggy stuff in the middle. What's that stuff?
Yeah.
What's the stuff?
Well, it's egg white stuff.
Yeah, it's got that, and then the cream, and invariably you're at some outdoor function, and the women make the pavlova.
You don't like it left
and it gets left out in the sun.
You don't like any congeal.
And you just watch it melt.
Yeah, so it's more you don't like that things like that are left outside.
No. I don't think it's being...
If you ate it in the Arctic inside, would you like it?
If it's all firm and good, Gelatissimo, remember they dropped off a lemon pavlova flavoured ice cream.
What did we eat?
It was Gelatissimo, mate. It was a pavlova, lemon flavoured pavlova in a styrofoam container, but it didn't, and it had chunks of meringue in it. Jeez, that was good.
Do you like... What are those things called? Cheesecakes?
No.
See, they're the easiest things to make. My husband doesn't like it, which is annoying because it's the easiest dessert to make if you've got people coming.
I thought Harley loved cheesecake.
No, he doesn't like it.
He's going, I could do with a bit of cheesecake.
No, he doesn't like it.
Oh, yeah. Baked New York cheesecake I like.
Well, that's cheesecake.
Yeah, but it's different to your normal cheesecake. My thing with the cheesecake is, once again, it gets left out.
You don't like eggy?
And gets left outside.
Let me just drill it down. Do you like eggs?
I can eat eggs. Yeah, I can eat eggs.
Good on you.
I was on a building site once working with a big Kiwi guy, big Maori guy, and we'd go to the pub and have 3 schooners at morning tea and a steak and eggs and chips. And geez, it was good. He goes,
I think you're going to say he ate raw eggs.
No, you get the steak and the eggs and chips, bro. Come on, we got to work today. And then we get it, and it was so good. I haven't had it since then. I reckon I could do it again. You get the steak, put the eggs on top, chips, yum.
Yum.
Yeah, good.
For breakfast.
Yeah, for breakfast. You're working, hard to make a living.
Yeah, you couldn't do it now.
No, we're doing this.
No.
Punsy job.
No, not at all.
You hardly exert yourself lifting up the Roxette back catalogue.
Then why are you sweating?
Yeah, it's Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.
On the cutting room floor, let's talk about Helen Mirren.
What's she up to?
Sexy old bird.
I know. Are you calling me that or her? Either of us. Well, maybe she'd be happy with that. I'm not.
Maybe you're both cut from the same cloth. Helen has said that the James Bond franchise, she's never been a big fan of it. Never liked it. She said it's not her thing. She's opposed to the idea of a female 007 as well, due to the franchise's profound sexism.
Finally, someone is saying it.
What did you feel about James Bond?
You know what? I've never been a big James Bond fan, but particularly when I grew up and it was the Roger Moore camp era.
Was it camp?
Well, I never kind of saw the fanciful nature of it. And I would go, as if, and when he'd pash off all the girls, as if I was a cynic. But I felt that the girls were dumb and I felt it was sexist and misogynist. And that was me in my teens. And it's still the same. It's interesting that, you're saying that she doesn't think we should have a female 007 because the whole nature of it is misogynist.
What, so you didn't like Poche or Money Penny?
But I didn't have that era. I was what's his name?
Roger Moore?
Roger Moore.
Yeah.
And has he got older?
Remember that time he didn't crack onto the young ice skater?
No, I don't remember that.
There was a time when the young ice skater and she was in his bed and James said, no, I think, I don't think that's for me, young lady.
He didn't take a Viagra. He was 158 by then. Also, as he got older, you couldn't tell his roll-top skivvy and his neck ended and the skivvy began.
What was your favourite James Bond?
You're missing what I'm saying. I didn't have one. And
come on, you would have had one.
As I've got older, I can see the Daniel Craig thing. I'm not drawn to watch because I find him attractive, but I'm not drawn to these movies. I don't follow them, as you know. I can't follow the storyline. I wonder who's who. And if there's any double crossing, I've got no idea. I nod off halfway through, talk through part of it, and then have no idea of the storyline.
That's what always happens. When the helicopter blows up, that's pretty much when I fall asleep. There's always a helicopter that blows up.
Oh, there is. And I don't know the difference between MI5, M16, M28s. It's not my thing. And finally, someone like Helen Mirren is saying so.
But you're both cut from the same cloth.
Of what?
Of the sexy old bird cloth.
Yes. And because we're talking about hating sexism, and that's the sentence you've got. And you're not even being ironic.
I am being ironic.
No, you're not. You're being moronic.
Money penny.
Oh, and pussy say. That's all you get from this. There's catchphrases that sound vaguely rude.
That's my legal form. Money penny and pussy. What was your favourite underwater car then?
Oh, my God.
There was only one.
Oh, my God. Remember the other day I was talking about a movie that had entranced me when I was a teenager and you just sneered? The films I liked when I was younger, Window to the Sky. And it's based on a true story. And it was about a downhill skier who became a quadriplegic and the man who loved her, and then he goes into an aeroplane, it was Beau Bridges, and carks it. It was the most dramatic thing I'd ever seen. That's the kind of movie I like. Take your James Bond. That's the one I want. That with a big sooky song underneath it that Olivia Newton-John sang. It had everything, Brendan.
Didn't have a helicopter blow up or an underwater car.
No, and he had a plane crash, but I think all we saw was it going over the hill and then she gets a phone call. I think that's, memory, that's how it goes.
They even were tight asses with the plane crash.
We can't all wash each other's hair like out of Africa.
Hey, 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 get ready, everybody, here's some more of Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Hey, 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 get ready, everybody, here's some more of Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Hey, 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 are you ready for more?
On the cutting room floor, there's something that's been going around on the internet, Michael Jackson's voice. Michael Jackson's voice apparently is not real.
Do you mean that high Mickey Mouse voice?
This
a very
one,
distinctive one.
And I wish you a very happy Christmas and a peaceful New Year. I look forward to seeing you soon, and I love you all dearly.
He adapted that childlike voice. Oh, I think the kids like it. You know, if you're gonna share a bed with a child.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's what he did. If you're gonna share a bed with a child, you don't want someone going, "Hey, get in here, little fella." You don't want that. You want a childlike voice. Wow. I would imagine.
And also, I imagine he saw himself as childlike.
Yes.
I'm not making excuses for his behaviour, but he saw himself childlike. But you're saying that's not his real voice. That's
not his real voice. Here he is talking about James Brown at James Brown's funeral.
What brings you down here today?
James Brown.
What did he mean to you?
Everything. He was my greatest inspiration. I miss him very much. I love him very much.
I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole on this one. There were other people that were talking about this, and one guy said that Michael had a very deep voice, and in fact, when some people had come around to Neverland Ranch one time and overstayed their welcome, he was heard to say, "I never thought those mother beepers would leave."
In a big Barry White voice.
In a big Barry White voice.
Was that voice we just heard then, that slightly deeper one, the James Brown one, how many years ago did James Brown die? Because maybe over the years he's adopted this voice all the time.
Well,
and when he was younger, his voice was deeper. 2009,
and James Brown died just before that. I think Michael didn't live longer than...
Oh, so that's towards the end of his life.
That would be towards the end of his life.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
You know, I was about to ask you how old Michael Jackson was now. I forgot for a moment.
He's dead.
He did.
And he was only 50. He
was 50.
He was 50?
I think so.
And I remember at the time thinking, he's done all right.
That was only a few years ago,
It's 2009.
I was 50 then.
Were you?
Wasn't I?
What are you now?
I was born in 62.
Yeah.
And he died when?
2009.
I can't do the maths on that.
Got some workout paper.
Okay. I'm just doing a drawing.
You're not doing anything?
No, I'm just doing a drawing. But we spoke about this the other day, about this Michael Jackson information. We got a DM. Someone slid into our DMs and said this. Greetings. My ex-husband worked with Michael Jackson, and he always said the same thing. Michael only spoke like that in public. In private, in meetings, etc., he sounded completely different. Apparently, it was very disconcerting for those hearing it for the first time.
Right. When Michael comes, I pity the fool.
That's right.
That doesn't sign me for this deal. You mother beepers.
We'll just film it, Michael. Okay, I'm ready.
Ready to go now? I pity the fool.
Yeah. It's Jonesy Amanda's cutting room floor.
On the cutting room floor today.
Have I told you that when I went to Tokyo with my sons in January, we went to a bar, lots of small, quirky bars, and there was a snake in a vat of alcohol, a dead snake.
Yeah.
Actually, thinking about it now I still feel bleh. But we walked in and said, that's curious. An hour later, we were drinking the fluid.
Oh.
It tasted just like a shot.
Yeah.
It tasted like pure medicinal alcohol, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
Like ethyl alcohol.
And also, it could have just been a rubber snake as well.
No, it was a real
snake. How did you know?
Because you could. I'll show you the photo. It's a real snake.
You can get pretty lifelike snakes these days.
No, this is also a tradition they have there. Why would you dispute that I did that?
I'm not disputing it.
It sounds like you are.
I'm not. I'm setting your mind at ease.
Well, I chose to do it. And it's interesting that I feel queasy at the thought of it now because I think I was hungover the next day and thought, oh, that's disgusting. At the time, it was just something to do because by then we'd had 1,000 drinks.
Yep.
Which is a nice thing to do with your sons, isn't it? They are of age, let me say. Well, I'm reading about Jessica Simpson. I keep forgetting she's a singer. She's the actress. She's the one who famously said is tuna chicken of the sea.
The chicken of the sea. She was in Dukes of Hazzard, the reboot movie.
Yeah.
She played Daisy Duke.
Yeah, and she's also a very famous fashion designer, billionaire.
And she put on a bit of condition there, but
she's lost the condition and lost the husband along the way.
Lost the condition and the husband?
Recently separated from her husband.
Oh.
She has there's an Instagram post, a video, where she's seen hanging in a recording studio drinking her, as she says, a quote, a Chinese herb thing that her vocal coach has recommended.
Yeah.
Then they Google the ingredients of what that is, and it's snake sperm.
Oh.
When asked what it tastes like, she said it's like honey. So she said, if you want a good vocal, you've got to drink snake sperm.
Yeah, right.
Like milking the snake.
Oh, goodness. I didn't know I knew that they would
How do you get
ejaculate,
it out?
but how do they,
Because, they've got, I think, a cloaca, one hole for everything.
Do they?
And when you just look at the underside of a snake, you can barely see it.
Yeah. Yeah. They
writhe around with each other
mm-hmm.
and then impregnation happens. You don't see, I assume it pops out, goes in, comes back inside the body again.
Is this the intercourse or the actual?
The intercourse.
Okay.
And I guess when they'd have to tickle it or show it some saucy photographs, so when it pops out, you grab it, milk it, and it goes
back in. The
back
snake shedding its skin.
Oh, yeah. Take a da-da-da-da. On another note, and I'm sorry if this is manky today. This podcast often is.
So Jessica Simpson just said it tasted like honey.
Yeah.
And that's what that was her thing.
Yeah.
Maybe
they flavoured it with honey.
That's what snakes say to women. Snakes. Yeah, it tastes like honey. Keep going.
Oh. So what do you think this tastes like? This man, his name is Troy Casey, is a health influencer.
Yeah.
And he says that he contributes his great health to a regimen he's been on for a number of years. He's known as the author of A Journey of Self-Love. He's been drinking his own urine for years.
Oh,
and he regards it as something of a diagnostic tool. He says that drinking your own urine teaches your insides a bit more about yourself. Urine has stem cells, amino acids, antibodies. It's the hair of the dog, a direct biofeedback loop. You know what's wrong with you as soon as you drink your morning pee. I'll tell you what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You're drinking your morning pee.
Just look in the mirror, mate.
He was introduced to urine therapy by a breathwork coach. Come on, these words just irritate me.
What's a breathwork coach?
Oh, someone who teaches you the power of using your breath to heal your body. I think. Don't quote me on any of that.
Yeah.
So
my teenagers, when they were teenagers, they had a powerful breath.
A bad breath coach. He said he's had some healings through urine looping. It's akin to fasting. It's the practice of drinking your own urine and supplemental water for a designated period. This guy, he calls himself the certified health nut.
Yeah.
And he previously made headlines, here's the other trifecta, for sunning his anus.
What benefits do you get out of that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that'd be sensitive skin.
Hey, you wouldn't want that burnt.
Slip, slop, slap.
Just put a bit of...
We've spoken about this before. Urine therapy, just so you know, it's not good for you.
No.
It's hazardous because it's dehydrating and contaminating. As they say here, this is a medical quote, urine is mostly water and salt, which dehydrates you.
Yeah.
Your kidneys are trying to get rid of the toxins. If you drink urine, you're putting your toxins back into your body. Duh.
Exactly.
Duh.
Unless you're Gandhi or Bear Grylls. He seemed to like drinking his urine.
Did he?
A little bit too much, even when he wasn't in the wilderness.
Just at the airport lounge.
Bear, it's okay, mate. We've got other drinks here.
Hey, everybody here's some more Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Hey, get ready, everybody, here's some more Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Hey, are you ready for more?
On the cutting room floor today.
I'm going to tell you about a man today called Frano Salak. He's a Croatian man, and he's no longer alive. But while he was alive, he cheated death 7 times.
Whoa.
Do you want to hear about them?
Please.
Or we just leave it at this?
That's it.
That's the end of my story.
Well, when you said you were going to tell me a story, I thought it was going to be about a man named Jed.
The poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed.
You know the story, and one day he's shooting up some food.
Up through the ground came some bubbling crude.
Next thing you know.
It's oil, that is.
No,
Black Gold Texas tea.
Yeah, but...
We're aging ourselves, Brendan.
Next thing you know, Jed's a millionaire, which means nothing these days.
Get out of there.
The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there.
Okay, Brendan.
Said California is the place you ought to be.
He packed up the family and he moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools.
Okay, we're done.
Now, we're done now. Now, I'm going to tell you about this. Back to my mate, Frano Salak. He cheated death 7 times. He survived some extraordinary incidents in all kinds of transport. The first one, he was travelling by a train when it suddenly derailed and fell into an icy river. Despite breaking his arm, he managed to swim to shore and was the only survivor of the accident.
Goodness.
A year later, he's on a plane. The door blows open, blow the bleeding doors off mid-flight.
You're right.
He gets sucked out of the plane, lands on a haystack. Wakes up in hospital, discovers once again he's the only survivor. 3 years later, he's riding on a bus. It skids off the road and into a river. Once again, he walks away unharmed. It's an insurance commercial. He decided, quite wisely, he'd avoid public transportation.
Yeah.
He buys a car, but twice its engine catches fire while he's driving. Luckily, both times he gets out just before the gas tank explodes.
Goodness.
Then he was hit by a bus while walking. Again, escaped only with major injuries. And then he had his biggest one. They were just bingles compared to this. His most dramatic accident came when his car plunged off a cliff. He jumped out just in time, grabbed onto a tree branch and saved himself from a fatal fall.
Wow.
And then, so he got reborn, as it were, 7 times.
Yep.
Then he won $1 million in the lottery.
Oh. And so how did he pass away eventually?
Well, he was born in 1929 and died in 2016, so I'm assuming that's old age.
Just
of
old
some
age?
kind.
But what a life.
But it's amazing. The headline of this story is luckiest man alive. And I find all this hilarious. That surely the luckiest person alive is the person who none of this happens to.
True.
It's like if you fall over and break your arm, people say, lucky you didn't break your arm and your leg. No, you're lucky because you didn't even break your arm.
You know, I
It's a
often
weird
think
mentality.
it is. I feel that I'm blessed. When I was 5 years of age, I was run over by a motorcycle in a back alley in Melbourne.
Is this like Elephant Man? Didn't his mum, when he was in utero, get trampled by an elephant and he grew up to be Elephant Man?
No.
You got run over by a bike and you grew up to love bikes.
No, it was a genetic disorder.
Yours?
No, the Elephant Man. You dope. But then that led to a spate of accidents as a youth. Then after that I got hit by a car on my push bike. Then after that I got hit in a hit and run accident. Then I got hit again by another car. And then after all of that, each time I'd recover, my friend's mum ran over my foot as I was getting out of the car. And then I had a series of motorcycle accidents.
Yes.
So I've had a lot of, and I often think I'm blessed because
Really? You look at that and think
no,
you're
I just
blessed.
think I know people that have died for less.
Yeah.
So I always think my guardian angel's going, okay, mate.
Give it a rest.
I tell you what.
You know when you got hit when you were younger by all those cars, were you a kid that played in the street?
That was back in the days when you would. And I'm a pretty cautious person, I'd like to think, now. But back then maybe I was just a little bit too reckless, I suppose.
But isn't it interesting? You had all those accidents with other people knocking into you. Then you buy a bike and have all those accidents.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Maybe you should wrap yourself in cotton wool and just stay home.
I've often thought that. I've been riding motorcycles since I was 19 and I don't drive a car. So the odds are stacked against me. But having said that, if I went and got a Volvo and wrapped myself in cotton, I'd probably die in that. So you can't. If
you sat at home wrapped in Nerf, a plane would land on top of your house.
And it would be filled with liquid and that would drown me in the Nerf. I'm just showing off.
Well, I'm glad you're still here.
Well, I'm glad I'm here too, friendy.
It's Jonesy Amanda's cutting room floor. Okay, kids, that's it for today. Come back tomorrow for more Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.